The hallway smelled like bleach and old books. Aisha Malik felt it before she heard it. The stop. Mississippi. You need to come with us. Two school security officers blocked her locker. One hand rested too close to the radio. Students slowed. Phones dipped then rose. Aisha swallowed. Did I do something wrong? The taller officer didn't answer. He looked at her poster tube. What's that? My research, she said. For science fair. He smiled thin. Yeah, that. They walked her past the trophy case. Past the banner that said academic excellence for all. Inside the office, the principal waited. Door shut. Lock clicked. He didn't invite her to sit. You like stirring things up? He asked. Aisha's heart hit her ribs. Sir. Your project, he said. Asthma. Housing. Race. She nodded. It's data. Hospital records. Public. He cut her off. This school doesn't need accusations. I didn't accuse, she said. I measured. Silence pressed down. The principal leaned forward. You're very smart. Don't ruin that by being difficult. Aisha's fingers tightened around the tube. Are you punishing me? She asked. He smiled again. I'm protecting you. Outside, a bell rang. Inside, something broke. And when he said the next line, Aisha knew this was bigger than a project. Turn it in, he said softly, or we turn you in. Aisha stood in the office and kept her hands still. The principal tapped a pen. Tap. Tap. You understand why this is a problem, he said. She shook her head. No, sir. He sighed like she had tired him. Your project suggests discrimination. It shows patterns, Aisha said. Based on data. Patterns become accusations, he replied. Especially online. Aisha thought of the charts. Red zones. Hospital visits. Kids her age wheezing in heat. Science is about patterns, she said. The vice principal cleared his throat. We're concerned about safety. Whose? Aisha asked. A pause. Yours, the principal said. Her stomach twisted. How? People don't like being blamed, he said. They react. I didn't blame, she said. I measured air quality. The pen stopped. We've decided, he said, to remove your project from the fair. Aisha blinked. You can't. We can, he said. And we are. She felt heat in her face. I followed the rules. Rules change, the vice principal said. Aisha looked at her teacher. Ms. Carter stared at the wall. Say something, Aisha said. Ms. Carter's voice shook. It's complicated. Aisha nodded. It wasn't. The principal slid a paper forward. This is an academic warning. For what? Disruption, he said. I didn't disrupt, Aisha said. I studied. He leaned back. Impact matters more than intent. Silence filled the room. Aisha signed nothing. May I leave? She asked. In a moment, he said. We're not finished. Her phone buzzed. He noticed. Hand it over, he said. No, Aisha said. The vice principal stood. Don't make this worse. Aisha's chest tightened. Is this about my project or about me? The question hung. The principal smiled thinly. Careful. She stood. I'm being careful. Security appeared at the door. Escort Miss Malik, the principal said. Down the hall, whispers followed. Why her? Someone asked. Aisha didn't answer. At lunch, her table felt smaller. They're saying you're in trouble, Lena whispered. I am, Aisha said. For what? For telling the truth. The bell rang. Another office call. This time guidance. Colleges look at behavior, the counselor said gently. Aisha stared. Is research bad behavior? Conflict is, the counselor said. Aisha laughed once. It sounded wrong. At the end of the day, Ms. Carter stopped her. I'm sorry, she said. They told me to stay out of it. Aisha nodded. I know. At home, the email arrived. Project disqualified. Warning placed. Her mother read it twice. Her father closed his eyes. Aisha went to her room. She opened her laptop. The data waited. And so did the choice. The first thing Aisha noticed was the looks. Not loud. Not obvious. Lingering. Security stood near the stairs now. The same guard. Every period change. She felt his eyes before she saw him. Why is he always there? Lena whispered. Aisha shrugged. Maybe he likes stairs. Lena didn't laugh. In English class, the desk beside Aisha stayed empty. Her partner had switched seats. The teacher kept talking. No explanation. Aisha wrote anyway. Words came sharp, then slow. Marked. That was the word that wouldn't leave her head. At lunch, a hall monitor stopped her. Where are you going? To eat, Aisha said. With who? My friends. The monitor scanned the room. Keep it quick. Aisha blinked. What? Just don't cause problems. She walked away, tray shaking. Lena leaned close. They're watching you. I know, Aisha said. Across the room, the vice principal stood by the doors. Arms crossed. He nodded once. That night her phone buzzed. Guidance appointment tomorrow. Mandatory. Her mother frowned. What now? I don't know, Aisha said. But she did. The guidance office smelled like lemon spray. The counselor smiled too fast. Sit, she said. Aisha sat. I want to help you, the counselor began. Aisha waited. There's concern about how you're being perceived. By who? The counselor folded her hands. Colleges. Committees. People who matter. Aisha's jaw tightened. They don't know me. They will, the counselor said. Through your record. Aisha leaned forward. So fix it. The counselor sighed. That depends on you. Silence. Drop the topic, she said softly. Let things cool. And my project? Rewrite it, the counselor said. Something neutral. Neutral isn't honest. The counselor's smile faded. Honesty has consequences. Aisha stood. So does silence. The counselor's voice sharpened. Sit down. Aisha didn't. Outside, the hallway felt smaller. By third period, the rumors had shape. She accused the school. She's trying to get attention. My mom said she's dangerous. Aisha heard them. Pretended she didn't. In chemistry, a boy leaned back. Why you gotta make everything about race? He asked. The teacher froze. Aisha looked at him. Why does data scare you? Laughter. Nervous. The teacher cleared his throat. Let's focus. Aisha wrote nothing the rest of class. After school, security stopped her again. Bag, the guard said. Why? Random check. He didn't check anyone else. Students watched. Aisha opened her bag. Books. Laptop. Poster tube. The guard tapped the tube. Still carrying this? Yes. He smirked. Persistent. Aisha zipped her bag. Hand steady. Inside, something burned. At dinner, her father spoke. I got a call, he said. Her fork paused. From who? Her mother asked. The district, he said. They asked about you. Aisha's chest tightened. What did they say? That you're refusing cooperation. Aisha laughed once. Cooperation with what? Her father didn't answer. Later, in her room, Aisha opened her email. New message. Subject, behavioral review pending. Her pulse spiked. It listed meetings. Dates. Language she didn't understand. Possible impact on recommendations. She closed the laptop. Then opened it again. She pulled up her data. Graphs glowed blue. Truth didn't move. The next day, Ms. Carter caught her after class. They told me not to, she whispered. But I read your full paper, Ms. Carter said. It's solid. Aisha swallowed. Then why is this happening? Ms. Carter looked around. Because it's easier to mark one student than fix a system. Footsteps. Ms. Carter stepped back. Aisha nodded. She understood. At her locker, a note waited. Stop before it gets worse. No name. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She answered. Miss Malik, a man said. Come. Official. This is the district compliance office. Aisha leaned against the metal lockers. We need to talk about your future, he said. Her fingers curled. Today, he added. The bell rang. Aisha didn't move. She knew now. She wasn't just in trouble. She was being prepared. And whatever came next would not be a conversation. It would be a test. The district office was colder than the school. Not temperature. Tone. Aisha sat in a chair that felt too low. The table was wide. Empty space between her and them. 2 administrators. 1 legal pad. 1 laptop. No smiles. Thank you for coming, the man said. Aisha didn't answer. He folded his hands. We want to resolve this. Resolve what? Aisha asked. The disruption, he said. Aisha leaned back. My research. The woman spoke this time. Your behavior around it. Aisha felt heat rise. I didn't break any rules. The man nodded. That's one interpretation. Silence. He slid a paper forward. This is an opportunity, he said. Aisha didn't touch it. Read it, the woman said. Aisha scanned the page. Topic modification. Warning removed. No further review. Her heart beat louder. So, Aisha said, if I change my project, this all goes away? The man smiled. We prefer the word adjust. Adjust to what? Less inflammatory framing, the woman said. No mention of race. Aisha looked up. That's the point. The man sighed. This is high school, not activism. It's science, Aisha said. The woman tilted her head. Science can be neutral. Aisha shook her head. Data isn't neutral. People make it uncomfortable. The man's smile faded. You're very close, he said, to hurting yourself. Aisha's stomach dropped. Is that a threat? It's advice, he said. Colleges are competitive. The woman tapped the laptop. Records follow you. Aisha thought of recommendation letters. Scholarships. Her future, reduced to a checkbox. If I say no, she asked. The man leaned forward. Then we proceed. With what? Formal review, he said. Possible suspension. For research. For defiance, he corrected. Aisha's hands curled into fists. So this is about obedience. The woman didn't deny it. This is about harmony, she said. Aisha laughed. Short. Sharp. Harmony for who? The man stood. We're trying to help you. By erasing my work? By protecting you, he said. Aisha stood too. From who? No answer. The woman slid the paper closer. Sign it. Aisha stared at the line. It felt like a door closing. I need time, Aisha said. The man shook his head. Today. Aisha met his eyes. No. Silence cracked. The woman closed the laptop. Then we're done. Outside, her mother waited. Well, she asked. They want me to lie, Aisha said. Her mother's jaw tightened. And if you don't? They punish me. They drove home in quiet. At a red light, her mother spoke. You know this won't end, she said. I know, Aisha said. But you still won't sign? Aisha looked out the window. If I sign, I disappear. Her mother nodded once. That night, the email came. Offer expires at 9 a.m. Aisha stared at the clock. She opened her laptop. Her research filled the screen. Names. Numbers. Neighborhoods. People. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She hesitated. Hello. Aisha Malik, a voice asked. Yes. My name is Daniel Ruiz, the man said. I teach environmental health at State University. Aisha froze. How did you get my number? I read about your situation, he said. A colleague shared your abstract. Aisha's heart raced. I didn't publish it. I know, he said. That's the problem. Silence stretched. Your work is strong, he continued. Stronger than they're telling you. Aisha swallowed. They want me to change it. I assumed, he said. A pause. If you're willing, he said carefully, there are other paths. Aisha sat up. What paths? Ones they don't control, he said. Her pulse jumped. Outside, a car slowed. Headlights washed the window. Aisha lowered her voice. Are you saying you can help me? Yes, he said. But it will make them angry. Aisha closed her eyes. She thought of the paper on the table. The line waiting for her name. The clock ticked. How angry? She asked. Daniel exhaled. Enough that they'll try to stop it. Aisha opened her eyes. Then tell me how, she said. The clock hit 9 o'clock. The offer expired. And Aisha stepped past it. Aisha posted at 11:42 p.m. No caption drama. No emojis. Just facts. My school removed my research because it made people uncomfortable. The data is public. The pressure is not. She attached one chart. Blue lines. Red blocks. Hospital visits by zip code. She stared at the screen. Then she hit post. The first comment came in 3 minutes. This is high school work. Aisha didn't reply. Her phone buzzed again. Why would they do that? Again. This matches what we see at the clinic. She felt a tightness behind her eyes. At 12:06, a message slid into her inbox. I'm a reporter. Can we talk? Aisha read it twice. She didn't answer. Her mother knocked. You okay? Aisha turned the screen so she could see. Her mother sat on the bed. This will get loud. I know, Aisha said. Once it's out, her mother said. They can't pull it back. Aisha nodded. That's the point. By morning, the post had crossed the school. Phones buzzed in backpacks. Teachers pretended not to see. In the hallway, someone said, "She went online." Another voice followed. "She's trying to ruin the school." Aisha kept walking. Security trailed her. Closer now. At first period, the principal's voice came over the intercom. "Students are reminded to follow our code of conduct, including responsible use of social media." Eyes turned. Aisha felt the heat crawl up her neck. In chemistry, the teacher stopped mid-sentence. "Let's keep personal matters off campus," he said. Aisha raised her hand. "Is research personal?" The room went quiet. "Not now," he said. "Then when?" she asked. He looked past her. "Open your books." At lunch, the vice principal blocked her path. "Office," he said. Inside, the principal didn't sit. "You violated policy," he said. Aisha crossed her arms. "Which one?" "Public misrepresentation," he said. "I shared data," she said. "You shared a narrative," he snapped. Aisha's heart raced. "You punished me in private. I spoke in public." "That was a mistake," he said. "Then fix it," she said. He leaned in. "Take it down." Aisha shook her head. "No." The vice principal spoke softly. "You're escalating." Aisha met his eyes. "You already did." Silence. "Suspension is on the table," the principal said. "For what?" "Disruption," he repeated. Aisha laughed once. "Truth is disruptive." He pointed to the door. "Get back to class." By afternoon, the reporter followed up. "We're running a story tonight. With or without your voice." Aisha's hands shook. She typed. Deleted. Typed again. "I'll talk." They met in a cafe near campus. The reporter, Maya Chun, set a recorder on the table. "Tell me what happened," she said. Aisha spoke. "About the office. The offer. The warning." Maya didn't interrupt. When Aisha finished, Maya asked, "Do you have proof?" Aisha slid her phone across the table. "Emails. Dates. Language." Maya's jaw tightened. "They were careful." "They always are," Aisha said. Maya nodded. "We'll be careful too." The story went live at 7:18 p.m. Headline first. Then her name. Then the chart. Comments poured in. Doctors. Parents. Alumni. Someone wrote, "I graduated from there. They did this before." Another. "Why is a school afraid of data?" Aisha's phone wouldn't stop. At 8:02, the school posted a statement. "We support academic inquiry and deny all allegations of discrimination." No apology. No explanation. Maya texted, "They're scrambling." That night, a car idled across the street. Too long. Aisha watched from the window. Her father stood beside her. "You okay?" She nodded. "They're watching." "They've been watching," he said. "Now they're nervous." Her phone rang. Unknown number. She answered. "Miss Malik," a woman said. "Come. Legal." "This is the district's counsel." Aisha's pulse jumped. "We advise you to refrain from further statements," the woman said. "For your own protection." Aisha swallowed. "From who?" A pause. "From consequences," the woman said. Aisha looked at the dark street. "I already have those," she said. She hung up. At 11:59, another message arrived. From Daniel Ruiz. "I saw the article. They'll try to bury your work. If you want it evaluated fairly, send it to me now." Aisha opened her laptop. Her finger hovered. Outside, the car finally drove away. Aisha hit send. Across the city, a system noticed. And it did not like losing control. The district moved fast. Too fast. By morning, Aisha's badge didn't work. She stood at the front door while students streamed past. The security guard checked a list. "You're not cleared," he said. "For what?" Aisha asked. "Administrative hold." Her phone buzzed. "Emergency meeting. District office. 9:30. Her mother pulled up, engine still running. "They didn't even call," her mother said. "They never do," Aisha replied. The room was bigger this time. Long table. Glass walls. 3 people in suits. 1 uniformed officer stood near the door. Hands on belt. "Sit," a woman said. Aisha sat. "This is about damage control," the man beside her said. Aisha's jaw tightened. "For who?" "For everyone," he said. The woman slid a folder forward. "Temporary suspension. Pending investigation," she added. "For talking?" Aisha asked. "For violating conduct," the man said. Again. Aisha leaned back. "You're proving my point." The officer shifted. The woman's voice stayed calm. Lower your tone. Aisha laughed once. You invited me. Silence. We're concerned about escalation, the man said. You escalated, Aisha replied. He ignored that. This attention could affect your family, he continued. Her mother stiffened. What does that mean? It means people talk, he said. Employers. Neighbors. Aisha felt heat in her chest. Is that a warning? She asked. It's reality, the woman said. The folder slid closer. Sign this, she said. And this ends. Aisha looked down. Non-disclosure agreement. Her breath caught. You want silence, Aisha said. We want resolution, the man corrected. At my expense. The officer cleared his throat. The woman leaned in. You don't have leverage. Aisha looked up. You're wrong. The woman smiled thinly. You're a minor. That landed hard. Which means, the man added, your parents can make this easier. Her mother stood. Sit back. They froze. My daughter told the truth, her mother said. You're threatening her. No one is threatening anyone, the woman replied. The officer's hand rested on the belt. Aisha noticed. So this is control, Aisha said softly. The man exhaled. This is order. Aisha shook her head. Order without justice is just fear. The room went still. Outside, reporters waited. Cameras rose. What's happening? Someone shouted. The officer stepped forward. No comment. Aisha felt her pulse race. Her phone buzzed. Maya, they're leaking against you. Saying you're unstable. Aisha closed her eyes. They're trying to scare us, her mother whispered. It's working, Aisha said. That afternoon, the suspension email arrived. Effective immediately. No end date. Her father read it twice. They're isolating you, he said. Aisha nodded. So no one else talks. At dusk, police lights flashed down the street. They slowed near the house. Didn't stop. Aisha watched from the window. Her hands shook. Her phone rang. Daniel Ruiz. I heard, he said. They moved quicker than I expected. They suspended me, Aisha said. I know, he replied. Which means they're scared. A pause. Your paper is being reviewed, he said. Quietly. Aisha's chest tightened. By who? A national panel, he said. Independent. Hope flickered. But, he added, the district will try to block it. Aisha swallowed. How? By questioning consent, he said. Your eligibility. Aisha closed her eyes. So what do I do? She asked. Daniel exhaled. You hold on. And you document everything. Outside, a car idled again. Longer this time. Aisha whispered, they're outside. I know, Daniel said. That's why this matters. The car lights went off. The engine stayed on. Aisha realized then. This wasn't about a school anymore. It was about control. And the system was tightening its grip. The review didn't happen in a classroom. It happened quietly. Behind logins. Passwords. Email threads Aisha would never see. She sat at home, suspended, while her work moved without her. That scared her more than the meetings. Daniel called early. They've acknowledged receipt, he said. Aisha sat up. Who? The panel, he replied. They're environmental health researchers. No school ties. Her heart lifted, then dropped. Can the district stop it? They're trying, Daniel said. They claim your data collection violated protocol. Aisha frowned. It's public data. I know, he said. That's the bypass. By noon, an email arrived. Request for clarification. It listed questions. Methods. Sources. No accusations. Just science. Aisha answered slowly. Carefully. She attached citations. Links. Notes. Her hand stopped shaking. At the same time, the district sent its own message. Cease external communication immediately. Her mother read it aloud. They're panicking. They're cornered, Aisha said. The journalist called. They're calling you unstable, Maya said. Off the record. Aisha closed her eyes. Because I won't disappear. They're leaking to parents, Maya added. Trying to scare them. Are you running another story? Aisha asked. Not yet, Maya said. I'm waiting. For what? For them to slip, Maya replied. That afternoon, a new name appeared in Aisha's inbox. Dr. Evelyn Hart. Panel chair. Your findings are compelling. Aisha read the line twice. Her breath caught. The email continued. We have concerns about the school's response. Aisha's fingers hovered. She typed back. They tried to silence it. The reply came fast. We noticed. Across town, a board meeting convened without her. She watched the live stream. Her name came up. She violated conduct. She went public. She embarrassed us. No one said data. No one said asthma. Her father muted the sound. They're not talking about your work, he said. They never were, Aisha replied. That night, Daniel sent another update. They're moving fast, he said. They want to announce finalists in 2 weeks. Aisha's chest tightened. Finalists for what? Daniel paused. A National Youth Research Award. Silence. I didn't apply, Aisha said. I did, he replied. With your permission implied through publication intent. Her pulse spiked. Can they do that? They can, he said. And they did. Fear crept in. If the district finds out. They will, Daniel interrupted. And they'll try to block it. Aisha swallowed. Then why tell me now? Because, he said, they just asked for confirmation. Her breath caught. Confirmation of what? Your eligibility, he said. And whether you're being coerced. Aisha stood. They are. I know, Daniel said. That's the point. Outside, the idling car returned. Same spot. Same time. Aisha filmed it from the window. Document everything. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She ignored it. Then another call. District Council. She answered. We're aware of unauthorized submissions, the woman said. Aisha's voice stayed calm. It's my work. You're a minor, the woman replied. You don't control dissemination. Aisha felt anger rise. You don't control truth. A pause. This won't end well, the woman said. It already didn't, Aisha replied. She hung up. At 2:14 a.m., an email arrived. Congratulations. Aisha stared. Your research has advanced to final review. Her hands trembled. Across the city, phones rang. In offices with glass walls, people panicked. A bypass had worked. The system hadn't approved it, which meant it couldn't stop it. Not yet. The email goes public at 9:02 a.m. Aisha feels it before she sees it. Her phone buzzes once. Then again. Then it won't stop. Did you send this? Her mother asks from the kitchen. Aisha swallows. It wasn't me. On the screen, the subject line spreads like fire. District Discipline versus National Science. Documents attached. Her name sits in the first paragraph. Bolded. Student researcher. Minor. Award finalist. Her stomach tightens. Who sent it? Her father asks. Aisha scrolls. The sender is a journalist. Verified. Blue check. Attached files load one by one. Emails. Meeting notes. The suspension draft. The behavior concern memo. Her hands shake. They got everything. At school, the bell rings late. Teachers whisper instead of yell. Doors close softly. In the hallway, eyes follow Aisha. Not angry. Not kind. Alert. She is marked again, but differently now. Is it true? A girl whispers. They tried to shut you up? Aisha keeps walking. In the main office, the secretary won't meet her eyes. The principal wants to see you, she says. Too calm. The office smells like coffee and panic. The principal stands when Aisha enters. He doesn't smile. You're trending, he says. Aisha stays silent. He turns the screen toward her. Headlines scroll fast. Local school punishes teen scientist, district accused of silencing black student, national panel requests review. This is damaging, he says. To who? Aisha asks. A pause. To the community, he says. That's not what the emails say. His jaw tightens. You violated trust. You violated policy, Aisha replies. The door opens without a knock. District council steps inside, holding 2 phones. We need to control this, she says. Aisha looks up. You can't. The lawyer blinks. Outside the window, a camera crew sets up across the street. The counselor lowers her voice. You don't understand what exposure does to minors. Aisha's voice is steady. I do. Her phone buzzes. A new message. National Review Committee, we have concerns. Please call. The lawyer sees the screen. Her face changes. By lunch, the story is everywhere. By afternoon, donors call the district. By dismissal, a board member resigns. At home, the TV plays quietly. Aisha watches reporters say her name carefully now. They explain her research correctly. They question the suspension. Her mother squeezes her hand. This isn't over, her father says. A knock hits the door. Hard. Aisha looks up. Police. Not friendly. Her phone lights up again. Unknown number. You made this public. Now it's personal. Aisha inhales. She opens the door. The door opened. The officers stood there, hands relaxed but eyes sharp. Aisha's father stepped forward. What is this about? The lead officer glanced at her mother. Routine follow-up. Questions about the incident at school. Aisha swallowed. Calm. Measured. We're cooperating, she said. By morning, the district held an emergency meeting. Board members argued in tense whispers. Lawyers flitted back and forth. Emails, screenshots, and news coverage were projected on screens. The room smelled of coffee and panic. Administrators avoided eye contact with each other. Every move was recorded. Every word had weight. Meanwhile, Aisha sat in her room with Daniel Ruiz on the phone. They're under scrutiny, he said. Your work is finally being taken seriously. I can't believe it, she whispered. They can fight it, but every action is visible now, Daniel said. No one can manipulate the process in private. Hope mingled with exhaustion. At the school, the principal faced a cascade of questions from reporters. Parents demanded transparency. Teachers whispered about accountability. Students shared their experiences. The vice principal drafted statements. Drafts were rejected. Too defensive. Too weak. Each message from the board sought to calm public outrage. Too late. The national panel convened virtually. Screens across the city displayed Aisha's research, step by step. They asked for her methodology, sources, and conclusions. She answered clearly, confidently, without embellishment. Every statistic backed by public data. Every step documented. Her voice, steady and calm, carried across the room, across the city, across national media. The panel nodded. By evening, the verdict was clear. The district's suspension was nullified. The public apology was issued. Recommendations would include proper handling of student research. A formal review of disciplinary policies was ordered. Administrators' misuse of authority would be logged for accountability. The community watched, riveted. Aisha sat with her parents. Tears leaked silently. This feels unreal, she said. Her mother hugged her. You stood for truth. Her father nodded. And you made them face consequences. Aisha stared at the computer screen where news outlets streamed live coverage. Every headline spelled the same thing: justice through exposure. Every story told the same tale: student courage prevails. The reporters reached out for interviews. Mayachin sent a message: your story inspires. Aisha typed back: we did this together. Daniel Ruiz emailed congratulations, noting her work would now be archived for national recognition. The award notification arrived. Aisha was officially a finalist. She could hardly breathe. Yet the cost was visible. Parents wary of their children. Friends whispering about the ordeal. Social media buzzing with praise and criticism. The school could no longer touch her research, but the psychological weight lingered. Aisha knew the victory was bittersweet. That night, the idling car never returned. No threats. No warning. She slept finally in a home that felt safe. Morning came. The sunlight spilled over her research papers, pinned and organized. Aisha looked at the graphs, the charts, the emails. Every word had mattered. Every step had counted. She smiled, tired but victorious. The system had tried to silence her. The system had failed. And justice, slow and deliberate, had arrived. Outside, the world moved on. Inside, a black teen scientist had changed the rules. Aisha whispered to herself, I did this. We did this. And no one can take it away. The screen glowed softly. Her future, once threatened, now stretched open. Every decision, every risk, every brave refusal had led here. Justice served. Truth honored. Victory claimed. Bittersweet, yes. But hers.